Hello my dear learners, a very good evening everyone. I am Shashank and I welcome you all on official English medium YouTube channel of Exampur. So students, first of all a very good evening all of you and welcome to the session. And guys, before I should start the session, please tell me, am I properly audible and visible to all of you? Then we are going to start the session of today. And today in this history session, guys, we have already started medieval India. That means the last day we discussed the topic of arrival of Arab and Turks. So from today itself, we are going to start the topic of Delhi Sultanate. So we are going to start the topic of Delhi Sultanate, and out of the Delhi Sultanate that started from 1206 to 1526. First of all, in today's session we are going to discuss the Mamluk dynasty and Khilji dynasty. So Mamluk and Khilji dynasty, that will be the topic of today's discussion. So Ritika, good evening and welcome to the session, and I will request every one of you, so please kindly confirm your acknowledgement and then we are going to start the session of today. Okay, Mandhana Rajendran, good evening. So good evening guys and welcome to the session, and I hope guys, am I properly audible and visible to everyone? Okay, am I properly audible, properly visible to everyone? Okay, so guys, now we will be starting our session and this will be in the form of question answer format. So let's begin the session of today, and here is the first question that is before you. The question is कि which of the following Sultan of the Delhi Sultanate he was known as Lakh Baksh. So which Sultan of Delhi Sultanate was known as Lakh Baksh? Is it Iltutmish, Balban, Muhammad bin Tughlaq or Qutuddin Albak? So which Sultan of Delhi Sultanate is known as Lakh Baksh? So that your time starts now guys. So from the next session I will be trying to put a timer over there. So let's see the correct answer. Okay guys, the students, they are going with option D. Option D, that is Qutuddin Albak, and yes, the correct answer will be Qutuddin Albak. And why he is known as Lakh Baksh? The reason was this, कि due to his generous behavior. He was known as Lakh Baksh, and he was also known as Quran Khwa. Quran Khwa because he used to recite Quran in sweet voice, and his nickname was Hatim. So his nickname was Hatim as well. So good afternoon Vijay. So correct answer will be Qutuddin Albak, although he ruled from 1206 to 1210 AD. So from 1206 to 1210 he ruled, and Iltutmish is also known as slave of slave. And Qutuddin Albak, master, he was Muhammad Ghori. So guys, correct answer will be option D, that is Qutuddin Albak. And Balban was slave of Iltutmish, and he propagated the theory of blood and iron. So he propagated the theory of blood and iron. And Jona Khan, that was the real name of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So real name of MBT was Jona Khan, and on his name the city of Jaunpur was established by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. So Firoz Shah Tughlaq established city of Jaunpur on the name of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. And Navroz festival, that was also started by Balban. He called himself as the Zille Ilahi Naibe Khudai and introduced the divine theory of kingship. So correct answer will be guys option D, that is Qutuddin Albak. And guys, whatever it is written on the board, okay, so that I was thinking that some of you might not be able to see the things clearly. So definitely just I have put the things on the darker mode so that whatever I will be writing on the board, that should be visible to you. Okay, so now I have just made the pointer of the pen a bit darker. Now, where was the capital of Qutuddin Albak? So, capital of Qutuddin Albak was where? Was it in Lahore, Delhi, Ajmer or Lucknow? So, where was the capital of Qutuddin Albak? Capital of Albak, guys, is it in Lahore, Delhi, Lucknow or Ajmer? Okay, very good. So, correct answer will be, guys, option A, that is Lahore. And Qutuddin Albak was buried in Lahore also. Delhi, it was made the capital by Iltutmish. Iltutmish declared the capital as Delhi, and Ajmer was not declared as the capital. Ajmer, it is the place of Sufi saint Moinuddin Chishti. Therefore, it is also called Ajmer Sharif. So, therefore, it is also called Ajmer Sharif. And near Ajmer, you will find a place that is called Pushkar. And there it is Temple of Brahma, the one and only. Temple of Lord Brahma. So it is near Ajmer, there is a place called Pushkar, and there you will find one and only temple of Lord Brahma. So correct answer will be, guys, option A, that is Lahore, and it was shifted to Delhi by Iltutmish. That means Iltutmish shifted the capital to Delhi. So correct answer will be, guys, option A, that is Lahore. And right now Lahore, it is in Pakistan. So correct answer will be option A. Now, which of the following was the first woman ruler of the medieval India? So, first woman ruler of the medieval India, is it Razia Begum, Chand Bibi, Durgavati or Noor Jahan? So, first woman ruler of the medieval India, that's a very easy question, guys. First woman ruler of medieval India, that is none other than Razia Begum. That is none other than Razia Begum. And once she became the king, she adopted the title of Sultan 1236 to 1240 AD. And you will find, guys, ki she with her husband Altunia was killed in Kaithal. Kaithal, it is in Haryana. So correct answer will be Razia, and she was daughter of Iltutmish. She was daughter of Iltutmish. Sir, how Razia died? Any tomb? Actually, the tomb, it is not directly there. It is said that the tomb of Razia Sultan, if you will come to Delhi, so that is in Old Delhi area, but it is in a very dilapidated condition. Few days back, I was reading a news on Dainik Bhaskar e-newspaper. There they saw they just have a figure of Razia's tomb, and the tomb of Razia, it is in Delhi. So that's it is in a dilapidated condition. Very dilapidated conditions. People, they in fact who are living in Old Delhi area, they don't know in fact where the tomb is. So that is the condition of the Razia's tomb. So I hope it is clear to everyone. So that is in the area, that is in the Old Delhi area, Chandni Chowk. That is a place called Turkman Gate. So if you have visited Delhi, so once you will go to the Old Delhi area, that is also called Delhi 6. There is a place which is called Turkman Gate, and in Turkman Gate you will find the tomb of Razia, that is in Old Delhi. And Razia died. Razia was being assassinated. Once Razia and his husband Altunia, they were defeated by the members of Turkane Chehelgani, they were returning back to Kethal. So they were returning back to Tabar Hind, and there they were murdered by the group of nobles in Kethal. So Razia along with her husband Altunia died in Kethal, or not died in Kethal, assassinated in Kethal or killed in Kethal. So I hope Vijay it is clear. So she was being assassinated. She did not die naturally. She and her husband Altunia both were assassinated. I hope it is clear. The tomb of Razia, it is in Turkoman Gate, that is in Delhi. So tomb, it is in Chandni Chowk area. Turkoman Gate, that is in Delhi. So I hope it is clear to all of you guys. It is in Turkoman Gate, Delhi. It's a name of a place in it is a name of a place in Old Delhi area, that is Turkoman Gate. So I hope guys it is clear to all of you. That is none other than Razia Sultan, one and only first woman ruler of medieval India. And medieval India starts from 712 to 1707 AD. That is the overall time period of medieval India. Because it is nowhere written. So the tomb of Razia, I have not seen the tomb of Razia. Once I saw in the picture, the people they used to take the tomb of Razia as the place, as a vacant place, so where they used to put their clothes for to get dry. So that is the condition where the people who are living in the nearby areas, they used to put their clothes to dry. They used to just tie their animals like goat and other thing on that place. So that is in a very dilapidated condition. So I hope it is clear to everyone where the tomb is located and how she died. Is that clear guys? Shall I move to the next question? Okay, so come to the next question. Next question is which Sultan of the Delhi is said to have followed the policy of blood and iron? So which Sultan of the Delhi Sultanate followed the policy of blood and iron? Is it Iltutmish, Balban, Jalaluddin, Firoz Khilji, or Firoz Shah Tughlaq? So who followed the policy of blood and iron? Blood and iron, simply to act mercilessly against your enemies. So let's see the correct answer. Oh, very good. Everyone is going with option B, that is Balban. Real name was, what was the real name of Balban guys? And he followed the policy of blood and iron. Blood and iron, that means to act mercilessly against the enemies. To act mercilessly against the enemies and he propagated divine theory of kingship. Propagated the divine theory of kingship. So Ghayasuddin, that was the full name. So that was the full name, that was Ghayasuddin Balban. So real name of Balban. So what was the real name of Balban? So real name of Balban was Bahauddin. So that was Bahauddin. So real name of Balban was guys, not the full name was Ghayasuddin Balban. So the real name was Bahauddin and then he got the name Ghayasuddin Balban. And he was the Mamluk of Iltutmish. So he was Mamluk of Iltutmish, that I have already told you. He was Mamluk of Iltutmish. Mamluk of Iltutmish. So correct answer will be option B. Jalaluddin Firoz Khilji was the founder of Khilji Dynasty. and he was killed by his own nephew, who later became son-in-law. That was Alauddin Khilji, and the time period is 1290 to 1296. So correct answer will be, guys, option B, that is Balban. Now let's move to the next question. Now, after consolidating his power, Balban assumed the title of. So after consolidating means after uniting his power, Balban adopted the title of Tutiye Hind, Kaisare Hind, Zille Ilahi, Dine Ilahi. So which was the title that was adopted by Balban when he became the Sultan of Mamluk Dynasty? When he became the Sultan of Mamluk Dynasty, which title he adopted? So let's see the correct answer, guys. The correct answer is option C, that is Zille Ilahi. It means shadow of God. And also adopted one more title, that is Naib-e Khudai. Naib-e Khudai. Naib-e Khudai means deputy of God. Zille Ilahi and Naib-e Khudai. Tutiye Hind, that was the title of Amir Khusro. Kaisare Hind, this was the title given to M.K. Gandhi. And Dine Ilahi, that was the religion started by Akbar. And this title Kaisare Hind was given to M.K. Gandhi and Queen Victoria. So Kaisare Hind title was given to M.K. Gandhi and Queen Victoria. Tutiye Hind, that is the parrot of India, that was given to Amir Khusro. Zille Ilahi, shadow of the god, that was the title adopted by Balban, and also he adopted the title of Naib-e Khudai, and Dine Ilahi, that was the religion started by Akbar. So correct answer will be, guys, option C, that is Zille Ilahi, and this is the divine theory of kingship. Therefore he started Sajda and Pabos in his court. Therefore he started Sajda and Pabos in his court. So correct answer will be, guys, option C, that is Zille Ilahi. And for religious discussion, it was Ibadat Khana that was started by Akbar. So Akbar started Ibadat Khana for religious discussion. So for religious discussion, Akbar started Ibadat Khana. For religious discussion, he started Ibadat Khana. Where religious discussion was held on every Thursday. Where religious discussion used to have on every Thursday, that was Ibadat Khana. So correct answer will be, guys, option C, that is Zille Ilahi. Now he attained the kingship and he was fully independent from the order of Shariat, for which Sultan, it is not Barbani, it is Barni. It is Barni. That is Ziauddin Barni. Made this statement. So he attained the kingship and he was fully independent from his rulers and orders of Shariat, for which Sultan Ziauddin Barni made this statement. Is it for Iltutmish, Balban, Alauddin Khilji, or Muhammad bin Tughlaq? So for which Sultan Ziauddin Barni gave this statement कि he was free from the Shariat? So for which Sultan Ziauddin Barni gave this statement, guys? Very famous statement, and it was given by whom? Given to whom? By Barni. So guys, first of all, please comment your answer, whatever your answer is. Okay, Vijay, it is D. No, guys, it is not D, it is option C. It is option C. Directly Alauddin Khilji used to say, for this was the statement for Alauddin Khilji, because Alauddin Khilji always said कि kingship knows no kinship. He said कि kingship knows no kinship, so directly it was the statement for Alauddin Khilji. So Alauddin Khilji, he also wanted to become the second Alexander, and he also wanted to start a new religion. So his friend Alaul Mulk said कि don't try to start any new religion because you are not a prophet. And once he was thinking to start a new religion, that means कि he understood that कि he is a kind of a prophet for himself. So he was not being governed by the order of Shariat, because these two were the basic dream of Alauddin Khilji, first to conquer the world. Therefore he adopted the title of Sikandar-e-Sani, and he wanted to start a new religion. Then his friend Alaul Mulk said to him, you are not a prophet, so you are not supposed to start any new religion. So for this was the statement for Alauddin Khilji, because Alauddin Khilji has two dreams. One is to conquer the world, and second to start a new religion. Therefore he adopted the title of Sikandar-e-Sani. That is the second Alexander. And to start a new religion, so his friend Alaul Mulk prohibited him to do so. Prohibited him to do so because he said कि you are not a prophet at all. So guys, correct answer will be option C, that is Alauddin Khilji. So this was the statement that was given by Alauddin Khilji. So I hope it is clear to all of you. Shall I move to the next question? Is that clear, guys? Okay, so now guys, let's move to the next question and see what next question is for us. Now, the Sultan who raised the land revenue to 50% of the produce was, so which Sultan raised the land revenue, guys? Is it Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Alauddin Khilji, Firuz Shah Tughlaq, or Balban? So who raised the land revenue from 1/3 to half of the production? 1/3 to half of the production. So is it Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Alauddin Khilji, Firuz Shah Tughlaq, or Balban? Okay. So guys, the king who raised the land revenue, that was Alauddin Khilji. That was Alauddin Khilji who raised the land revenue to half of the production. Although Muhammad bin Tughlaq increased the tax in Ganga Yamuna Doab. Doab region from 1/3 to half of the production, from 1/3 to half of the production, but they were not succeeded because the tax officers they were beaten by, they were beaten. They were beaten by the farmers, and farmers put fire on their standing crops. So that was did by Alauddin Khilji. So correct answer will be, guys, option B. And after this, Muhammad bin Tughlaq established a department of agriculture that was called Diwan-e-Kohi. That was called Diwan-e-Kohi. He was called foolish king because he took wrong decisions. He took right decisions in the wrong time. So he took the right decisions on the wrong time. Therefore, he was called the foolish king. So correct answer will be, guys, option A, that is Alauddin Khilji. And the real name of Alauddin Khilji was Ali Gurshab. That you can also remember. Real name was Ali Gurshab. Real name was Ali Gurshab. So correct answer will be option B. Now, which of the following Sultan introduced the market control policy? Which Sultan introduced the market control policy? Jalauddin Khilji, Alauddin Khilji, Muhammad bin Tughlaq or Balban? Market control policy. Definitely, once I will make the PDF, I will give it to you also, which I will upload in the Telegram channel. Okay. Following Sultan introduced the market control policy. Market control policy was started by Alauddin Khilji. So he established that the department was called the marketing department. He established a separate market called Sarai Adal. And he appointed a marketing inspector that was called Shahana A. Mandi, and established department called Diwan A. Mustkharaz. That was Department of Arrears. That was called Department of Arrears. Shahnai Mandi and Sarai Adal and Sahanai Mandi. So that was being introduced by Alauddin Khilji. So he was famous for his market control policy. And Jalaluddin Khilji was father-in-law / uncle of Alauddin Khilji. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was a foolish personality, and Balban, we all know him, that he just ended the group of Turkane Chehelgani, also started Dag and Chehra system, that is Dag and Hulia system. Dag means branding of the horse, and Hulia means writing the physical appearance of soldier. So Dag and Hulia system was also started by Alauddin Khilji. Yes. So correct answer will be, guys, option B, that is Alauddin Khilji. Now, which Sultan of the Delhi was first to charge ghari, that is was a house tax? So which Sultan of Delhi Sultanate introduced the tax that was called ghari? Chehra system was writing the physical appearance of the soldier so that soldiers should not send their domestic help in the war. Soldiers earlier, they were very clever. Whenever there was a condition of war, they used to send their domestic slaves. And slaves, since they were not trained for the war purpose, they will go and die very easily. So what happened? He started writing the physical appearance of the soldier so that soldier can only participate in the war. They should not send the slaves of their home for the war purpose. So first of all, guys, ghari and charai. Ghari, that was house tax, and charai was tax on pasture land. That was being introduced by Alauddin Khilji. So Alauddin Khilji introduced two new taxes, that was ghari and charai. Ghari was house tax, as the name suggests, ghari, ghar, ghari. So from ghar, the word came ghari. So ghari and charai. Charai, that was means the tax on pasture land. So correct answer will be, guys, option B, that is Alauddin Khilji. He introduced this type of taxes, ghari and charai, to increase the income of the Sultanate so that they can finance the South Indian expedition. So correct answer will be option B, that is Alauddin Khilji. Now, Diwane-Kohi was associated with, yes, he was the first sultan who kept regular and permanent army and gave salary in cash. So, although the regular and permanent army was with Iltutmish also, but they do not used to give them the salary in cash. So, he was the first sultan to give salary in cash. I hope, Ritika, it is clear, salary in cash format. So, next question is कि Diwane-Kohi is associated with what? Diwane-Kohi was associated with Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So, that was the Department of Agriculture. Then you have Diwane-Bandagan. That was Department of Slaves. Diwane-Khairat. Department of Charity. Diwane-Ishtiyaq. Department of Pension. Then Darul Shifa, Charitable Hospital. This was all started by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. And Diwane, that was military department. So Diwane, what was the name of that military department, guys? Military department was Diwane. That was military department. Diwane-Ariz. That was started by Balban. So Diwane-Ariz, that was started by Balban. Military department. That was started by Balban. Diwane-Ariz, that was started by Balban. So that you can write these are the departments started by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Department of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, that was that was Department of Agriculture. And Diwane-Ariz, that was military department, that was started by Balban. Diwane-Ariz or Diwane-Arz. So correct answer will be, guys, option A, that is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Now, Dargah of Sheikh Nizamuddin Aulia, where it is located? So, where is the Dargah or the tomb of Nizamuddin Aulia? That was from the very beginning. Diwane-Insha, that was from very beginning. Department of Correspondence, that was Diwane-Insha, that was from very beginning. So, the Dargah of Sheikh Nizamuddin Aulia. Dargah of Sheikh Nizamuddin Aulia, guys, he is known as Mehboob-e-Ilahi. That is in Delhi. It is in Nizamuddin area. Of Delhi. And he was called Mehboob-e-Ilahi. Agra, the tomb of Sheikh Salim Chishti. Ajmer, Khwaza. So that is not Fatehpur. So Agra, it is not directly in Agra, guys. So the tomb of Khwaza Moinuddin Chishti. So Khwaza Moinuddin Chishti. And if it is Fatehpur Sikri, that is Sheikh Salim Chishti. And in Agra, that is the tomb of Idmadud Daulah. Guru of Muhammad bin Tughlaq was Nizamuddin Aulia. No, the Nizamuddin Aulia, he was Peer of he was peer of Amir Khusro and has enmity with the person who was the father of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, that was Ghazi Malik. That was Ghayasuddin, for whom he said, Hanuz Dilli Dur Ast. That means Delhi abhi dur hai. For whom he said in Persian language, that is Hanuz Dilli Dur Ast. Buland Darwaza, it is also in Fatehpur Sikri. So since it is about the tombs of the different Sufi saints, therefore I have wrote this. So since this is the tomb of the important Sufi saints, therefore I have wrote about the tombs. Okay guys, so now let's move to the next question. कि Sufi saint that maintained that devotional music is one of the way to coming close to the God. So which of the following Sufi saints said that कि devotional music it is the way to come closer to the God? Is it Muinuddin Chishti, Baba Farid, Sayyid Muhammad Gesu Daraz, Shah Alam Bukhari? So which Sufi saint said that ki devotional music, that is Qawwali, that is not filmy type Qawwali. So Qawwali, it is the way to get closer to the God, like Khwaza Mere Khwaza Dil Mein Samaja and all. So which Sufi saint maintained that devotional music it is the one way of coming close to the God? So okay, Naga Lakshmi is saying Muinuddin Chishti. Okay guys, so correct answer is, let's see the correct answer. The correct answer is also guys Muinuddin Chishti, whose tomb it is in Ajmer. And devotional music, that is the Qawwali. Qawwali, it is the way. Baba Farid, his tomb, it is in Ajodhan. It is in Ajodhan, that is now in Pakistan, that is called Pak Patan. And Baba Farid was son-in-law of Balban. Baba Farid was son-in-law of Balban, that you can remember कि Baba Farid, who was a Sufi saint, he was a Sufi saint. He was son-in-law of Balban. So he was son-in-law of Balban, that was Baba Farid. So correct answer will be guys option B. Sorry, option A, that is Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti. Now, Amir Khusro was associated with the reign of who among the following? So, in the court of which of the following rulers Amir Khusro was the court poet? Okay, so Amir Khusro was the court poet of which Sultan of the Delhi Sultanate, guys? So that is the question. Amir Khusro was the court poet of Alauddin Khilji. Although he witnessed the time period of 7 sultans of Delhi Sultanate, right from Balban up to Muhammad bin Tughlaq, but he was the court poet of Alauddin Khilji. So correct answer will be guys option A, that is Alauddin Khilji, and he said and he has witnessed the time period from Balban to Muhammad bin Tughlaq, during the last time he was in the court of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So I hope it is clear to everyone. While he was on his deathbed, at that point of time, Muhammad bin Tughlaq became the king. So correct answer will be, guys, option A, that is Alauddin Khilji, for whom he wrote कि खुसरो दरिया प्रेम का उल्टी वाकी धार, जो उतरा सो डूबा और जो डूबा सो पार. So correct answer will be option A. Now the horseshoe arch was first introduced where? The horseshoe arch was first introduced where? Is it tomb of Iltutmish, tomb of Ghayasuddin Tughlaq, Alai Darwaza, or Quwwatul Islam Mosque? So where you will find horseshoe arch, guys? In which of the monument you will find horseshoe arch that was first introduced? So that is the question of art and culture, although let's see how many of you can answer it correctly. Okay, so Vijay is going with option D, that is Quwwatul Islam Mosque. Okay, B, let's see the correct answer. Ritika is saying option B. What will be the correct answer, guys? What will be the correct answer? So whatever that is running in your mind, that you can type, and then we will be discussing what will be the correct answer. Okay, so the horseshoe arch was first introduced. Horseshoe arch is like this. This was introduced in Alai Darwaza. That is in New Delhi, that is in Delhi, and it was the entry of Qutub Minar. So that was in Alai Darwaza, and it was constructed by Alauddin Khilji, 1296 to 1316 AD. 1296 to 1316 AD. So correct answer will be option C. Let me show you the horseshoe shape, guys. See, this is horseshoe shape. So if I just highlight this, this is the horseshoe shape that you can see. So this is the horseshoe shape, guys, and this is the photograph of Alai Darwaza. This is the photograph of Alai Darwaza. This is the horseshoe shape that you can see properly, guys. Just I will put the figure properly so that you can see. I hope it is visible to all of you. Okay, let me just erase this because it has gone somewhere differently. So this is okay. Let me. This is horseshoe shape. I hope it is visible to everyone. Is it visible to everyone, guys? Then please tell me. Then we will be moving to the next question. This is Alai Darwaza and this is horseshoe shape. Okay, so I hope it is completely visible to everyone, and this is in Delhi. So it is the entry gate of Qutub Minar. Entry gate of Qutub Minar, so that you can see it properly. And I think it is properly visible to all of you. So whenever we will be discussing the questions which is related to art and culture, so we will have a figure also. So once you can see the figure, then everything gets sorted in your mind. So whenever we will discuss the questions that will be related to art and culture, we will put the figure in the next PDF, so that it should get clear in your mind. And this is horseshoe shape. This is horseshoe shape. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now guys, come to the next question कि which of the following pair is not correctly matched? Ajmer, Quwwatul Islam Mosque, Jaunpur, Atala Masjid, Delhi Moti Masjid, Fatehpur Sikri, Buland Darwaza. So which of the following pair guys, it is not correctly matched? So whenever we will be discussing art and culture, earlier I used to also put the figure, but since we were taking the sessions from the small way, so that was not directly apparent to all. So now on the smart board everything will get proper. So which of the following it is not correctly matched guys? Okay, very good guys, everyone. Now they have given the correct answer, that is Ajmer. Ajmer Quwwatul Islam Mosque, it is in Delhi and it is in the Qutub Minar complex area. Quwwatul Islam Mosque. It is in Qutub Minar area. So it is in the Quwwat, that is also called the power of Islam. That is Quwwatul Islam Mosque, it is in Delhi. And Quwwatul Islam Mosque first Turkish mosque in India. Quwwatul Islam, first Turkish mosque in India. So that was built by Albak. Yes. Ajmer you will find the tomb of Salim Chishti. Sorry, tomb of Moinuddin Chishti, not Salim Chishti. Moinuddin Chishti. Therefore it is also called Ajmer Sharif. Jaunpur, Atala Masjid, Moti Masjid, Buland Darwaza. These are correctly matched. So correct answer will be guys option A. Correct answer will be option A. Salim Chishti, that is in Fatehpur Sikri. So Buland Darwaza plus tomb of Sheikh Salim Chishti. That is in Fatehpur Sikri. Not directly it is in Agra, it is in Fatehpur Sikri, that is near Agra, that is not 100% Agra, it is near Agra. Now, Sharb was a tax levied on trade, irrigation, non-Muslims, industry. So which was that, what is Sharb and it was levied on whom? So Sharb was levied on guys. So Sharb, so that was Hake Sharb. Hake Sharb, that was the tax on irrigation. That was 10% of production. And it was started by Firuz Shah Tughlaq. That was started by Firuz Shah Tughlaq. So that was non-Muslim, that was jizya. So non-Muslims, jizya. So correct answer will be guys option B, that is irrigation. Sharb means water. Generally you must have heard a song that is to rang sharbaton ka main meethe ghat ka pani. So that is Sharb. Sharb means water. Sharb means water. Now, which king of the medieval India introduced the iqta system? So, which king of the medieval India introduced iqta system? Is it Iltutmish, Balban, Alauddin Khilji, or none of the above? So, which king of the Delhi Sultanate started iqta system? So is it Iltutmish, Balban, Alauddin Khilji? So everything that will be did by Alauddin Khilji. So Alauddin Khilji will not do everything. So iqta system. First of all guys, try to understand what is iqta. Iqta means the state within empire. State within empire, that is iqta, and iqta system was started by Iltutmish for administrative convenience. So for administrative convenience, he started iqta system that was did by Iltutmish. So that was the state that was under empire. So state which is within the empire, that is called iqta. So he also started iqta system and he just constituted Turkan-e-Chehelgani. Turkan-e-Chehelgani, that was the group of 40 nobles. They were Turks and group of 40 nobles for administrative convenience. So correct answer will be option A, that is Iltutmish and Balban ended Turkan-e-Chehelgani. Balban ended Turkan-e-Chehelgani. So Balban ended Turkan-e-Chehelgani, introduced by Iltutmish. So I hope guys it is clear to all of you. Okay, so guys, is that clear to all of you ki why iqta system? So iqta system for the administrative convenience, and he also constituted Turkan-e-Chehelgani. They were the high rank officers and they were given the important responsibilities within the empire. So I hope Balban also started Sajda and Pabos because he propagated the divine theory of kingship, and Sajda and Pabos, that is did by Muslim people before the God, and he said ki I am Zilla Ilahi and Naibe Khudai, so I am about like God, so you should also do Sajda and Pabos before me. So that was the thing. And also introduced the policy of blood and iron that we have discussed in our previous question, so that to act mercilessly or to act inhumanly against your enemies. So that was about the policy of blood and iron and why he started Sajda and Pabos. Okay guys, now come to the question of the day, and I will request every one of you to please answer in the comment box of the video. And the question is ki which state government has announced family doctor project? And please put the answer guys. Every day I am giving you the question of the day that is related to the current affairs. Sometime it will be related to the static GK and other subjects of social sciences. So whatever is your answer guys, please comment in the comment box of the video ki which state government has introduced the announced family doctor project. That is a question from current affairs. And I will request every one of you to please answer in the comment box of the video. Every day I am giving in both the sessions and you people are not commenting the answer, so that is bad. Okay guys, so with this we come to the end of our today's session, and here we have discussed the Mamluk dynasty and Khilji dynasty. In the tomorrow session we will be discussing the Tughlaq and Sayyid dynasty rulers, and that is an important part of our discussion, through which we will complete the medieval India and Delhi Sultanate, and then we will come to the art and culture. Okay Vijay, so if you have commented then it is well and good, and Naga Lakshmi, please comment in the comment box of the video. So let's again meet tomorrow sharp at 12 noon and then on 4 p.m. for a session on polity and history. So guys, that was all for the day. Let's meet sharp at 12 noon and 4 p.m. for a session on polity and history. So that's all for the day guys. Bye bye everyone. Do take very good care of yourself.